Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Brandon, and you are watching M.O.N.Comics. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you all are doing great. This video is just, or live stream, if you will. I got woefully behind in a trade, a win from a channel, and some AOKs that I was like, I can't keep up and make a video for all this stuff. So I just want to do a live, and I thought I'd invite some of my buddies on. So let me get Mr. Akins from What's on the Comic Rack stopping by, Ryan, the Colossus Collector, my brother from Canada, and almost Canadian Bruce from Up North Comics. What's up, fellas? Thanks for coming by tonight.
Glad to be for having us. As always.
It's such a loose stream. I just won't I almost did it alone, but I'm like, if I don't even want to talk to, what was that? What are you showing off?
Colossus Collector sticker.
Off my sticker.
It's a great sticker. It's on the back of my Mac. I plastered the back of my Mac with your guys' stickers, and I didn't do it with a rhyme or reason. But yeah, happy Friday, guys. What is that mine too?
No, that was generation 2 of the Colossus Collector.
Where do you even have one of my stickers?
I do. It's in my locker at work, but I only have one.
I don't know if I have one of your stickers, Brandon. I have those. Sure? I don't know.
I could have swore I gave to you when you came to my house, which was now seems like forever ago.
Maybe I got to go dig in my bag. Maybe I never pulled it out of my bag.
Oh my gosh!
I'll send you one.
Hey,
I got yours. I got multiple of yours.
Bruce just wants every version. He's the completest.
Absolutely. I love stickers.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, Sticky News doesn't.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Jean Malo, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I hope the move home was good for you, Jean Malo. I know you were moving home. My boy Jay, Renegade Rants Comics. He's been putting out a lot of content lately too. Definitely go check out Huge. If you're a Ghost Rider fan, check out his channel. It's awesome. Nice. Oh boy. Hello, I'm on a live stream and trying to watch this one. Let's go.
He's in the chat. Always everywhere.
You're in the Matrix, my
friend. A loyal viewer.
And then we got William, the Rider 95. How's it going, Brandon? And William does a lot of great Instagram posts with a lot of great. He's huge into the card aspect, the Marvel cards, any kind of comic cards. He does a really good job of taking pictures of those. I enjoy looking at them every day. We definitely all do need stickers. Who gives a crap? I love them. Mm-hmm. Steve Driscoll. Steve, I got your box here, bud. Now, when Steve reached out, he's like, I want to send you something. He's like, I want to send you a book. And I'm like, unless this is an omnibus, Steve, I don't think it's a book. I really don't. But,
it's just wrapped very, very carefully.
Yeah.
I know. If you did wrap this very carefully, well done, Steve. But guys, before I get into unboxing some stuff, I just kind of wanted to. I was watching Mad Spidey's stream. Well, listening to it while I was at work this morning because it was 5 a.m. my time. I don't know what time it was in Australia, but him and Aussie Verse were on, and it occurred to me there's a lot of criminally under sub channels out there of people that have been doing this longer than definitely us. Akins is a criminally under sub channel. Bruce, he'll do his thing when he does his thing. Colossus, you do well for yourself. You're my pudge class. You rose to fame quick.
Right.
But there's some people that have been doing this much longer. And what's up, Big Nasty Comics? I like that name. I just kind of wanted to take a few minutes to highlight some of these creators, and I've included them down in the description below, so you can check out all their channels because they're people I would watch. If you like unboxings, if you like statue reviews, if you like learning about new content creators doing Kickstarters, if you just love drama-free channels, these are the guys for you. So the first one, since I kind of talked about him already, I'm going to bring in just screen share and show you his channel. He is Mad Spidey. Now, I have an affinity for Aussies. I worked with for a couple years. Have you guys ever watched Mad Spidey's unboxings?
Yes. I always watch him for his statues. I love statues. Since I do collect a few statues, I love looking at those huge statues he gets and just coveting those boxes being opened.
Still waiting for my first statue to arrive.
I know with the fast. No, I won't say it. Okay, that one though, right?
We've talked about it before. Yeah,
I don't want to spoil it. The fastball special one.
Yeah.
I wish I had more room for statues, maybe some days, but Mad Spidey definitely makes me want some. He does great unboxings. He does the Outback, Spidey's Outback hang and community hang. He's just a really nice guy. And as of this video, Well, he might have went up. I don't know if I wrote it down. Bear with me. Yeah, 670 subs. He's been doing this for a few years. So if anyone's in this chat that is not subbed to Mad Spidey, Aussies are sweethearts, and he is, one of the best. Go give him a sub. And if you watch us on the rewind, I would really love to build it up. Like there's, Gary B, the casual comic guy, did a huge grow together for the community, and Big McFly's comic book shout out. That they don't, or I mean, he did. That was great. I'm sorry, I just lost track. I was looking at Renegades. Like that was another great movement. There's been a series of movements, so I just wanted to take a few minutes tonight and just talk about some people that deserve to be talked about. And I know some more that I'm going to show. You guys are probably already watching already. So definitely go show him some love. The next person I wanted to talk about, bear with me, guys. It's the first time I've actually done screen sharing, and I figured it out.
This first time. Be gentle.
First, this is an exclusive. Aussie Verse, more Aussies. Now, Aussie Verse was doing the stream with Mad Spidey last night. They were doing their live comic book community awards voting, and I was just like listening to them because they did it really well. They went through the chat, they assessed everyone. If they'd say, hey, there's 2 really hard ones in this category, 3 really hard ones. They were voting how it should be voted for, in that they were breaking it down on like who they watched, who they thought did a really good job. If they didn't know them, they said, unfortunately, I don't have a opinion on this one. But it was very few categories that they hadn't heard of, more than, or less than 2 of them. So it was really good to watch. AussieVerse does omnibus reviews, more of like talking about buying them. You can see he's got his room tour video up. As of the filming of this video, he's got 953 subs. So he's pretty close to getting to the 1,000 subscriber mark. But I mean, guys, he started 2 years ago, so he's pretty close to when myself, Ryan, Akins kind of started. Talks about Moon Knight. He reviews the Moon Knight shows. He also has a live stream as well. So he'll interview people like Cliff on Comics, talking horror, just some good stuff that he does on his channel. So please go check out AussieVerse. They were 2 wonderful Aussies last night that were doing it, and they kind of gave me the idea. Like they were like they'd see channels and they'd be like, this person is criminally understood. I was like, yeah, they are, and like more people should talk about that. And maybe we could send a few people their way. Then that's awesome stuff. The next channel I wanted to highlight is one you all know, our buddy 22 Comics. This fine gentleman. We are all big fans of 22, and he's just a Southern sweetheart. Oh, sorry, was that not sharing before, or was it?
No, you were.
No, you're good.
Go ahead, Akins.
Oh, every Monday night, that's like a standing thing. I'm there for his top 10 alternative show. I love being in the chat there. He just does. It's just a fun time. He does a really good job. He does a good job interviewing people, but I think he does a good job with that show because he's constantly interacting with the chat, and we just have a really good time. Monday nights, every Monday night at 8 o'clock, you got the football on. You can have him on as well, watching both things that you love, comic books and football at the same time.
100%. He also, besides the top 10 alternatives, which I don't like spec, but like it's a great like concept of like showing people 10 alternatives to the hot books right now. Like go out and get these books if you like them. And then he also once a month he does his Collecting Uncensored, which I was honored to be his first guest with him. And there's Akins.
Spoiler alert, I'm going to be on there this Thursday night.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I love hearing that. And he's just a sweet, he has been one guy in the community that's constantly reached out. Hey man, how you doing? You doing all right? Cares about your mental health too. And it is, like I said, it's criminal that he's at 966 subs. Anyone in this chat, 34 subs. Come on, anyone who watches, if I get a couple hundred views in this video and 34 people go sub him up, I would love to see him hit 1,000 because he deserves it. And he's been doing this a while.
I missed 2 of his alternative live shows. He sent me a message like Tuesday. Says, hey man, just checking on you, making sure everything, because I'm usually there religiously. And so you're right. And he if he gets to 1,000 subs, I know he's got a giveaway. I know one of the things he's giving away is from Michael Baker. It's a 9.8 slab. I can't remember what comic it is, but he's got a whole prize pack. So when he gets to that 1,000, he's only like what 30, 35 away from 1,000. So
right. Matt and Clemson is in the chat. What's up, Matty? Matt, this is going out tomorrow morning, brother. I got your book right here. Evening, Big Nasty again. Thanks for the suggestions, of course. Brian, evening, bud. Brian LCS, thanks for stopping by.
What's up, Brian?
What we're doing right now, Brian, and you maybe can catch us on the rewatch. We're suggesting some channels that we think are criminally undersubbed, and we're trying to just raise some awareness. I'm doing some unboxings, but we're just raising awareness for these channels first. So the first one I mentioned was Mad Spidey. He is criminally undersubbed. AussieVerse is criminally undersubbed. 22 Comics is criminally undersubbed. The next channel that I would like to highlight that I feel is criminally undersubbed is someone who does so much for the community because she's doing, she is doing a lot of content, interviews. Like she has them booked up forever. She was a Twitch streamer before, apparently, but Katie, Kpop Junkie, she really highlights some amazing people in the community. She'll jump on people's live streams. She puts out a lot of content and she's very good at it. And I don't know of any other channels out there, and there probably is, I'm just not familiar with them, that are going in depth and interviewing as many kickstarting artists and writers that she is right now. Have you guys checked out her stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Isn't she nominated for one of the awards as well?
She's nominated for a series of awards.
Yes.
For many things within her sub. So all live stuff, but you can see a lot of upcoming. She has stuff scheduled out all the way up to November 24th. She's talking about the 20th or 40th anniversary Transformers trading cards or the Shepherd. I actually just kickstarted. I backed one right here. Forgot what territory. And it's about like the end of the world, and all these tribes exist, and they all each represent or are worshiping different kaijus, which are fighting. So I learned about that through her show. And she's just has always, when I needed, she came on the Crow stream with me. She is always willing to, she did the Big Five Live. As of right now, Katie is at 667 subs. We got to push, and we got to push hard for that. So anyone in the chat, go check that out. Also, yes, what's up, Doug? All these channels are great. Sub everybody. Brian LCS is 4 subs away from 2K. If anyone in this chat is not subscribed to Brian, I don't know if it's Big Nasty or Matt and Clemson. Right now, 4 subs. We can get this done right now.
Like everybody's already subbed.
I would love to see this. I would love to see some history right now. Tell your friends he's
an operator is standing by to take your pledge now.
Exactly.
Brian, another person in the community that's just welcomed me in open arms from the minute I started with any questions or how things go. Of course, the voting. Did you just sub him?
Yep, he's 3 away.
So he's only 3 away. 3 from 2K.
3. We need 3.
We need 3. So Brian, this is the last night to vote for the CBC Awards. And then Brian starts compiling tomorrow, and the show is the 2nd.
He's 1 away, guys.
You're 1 away, Brian. You're 1 away. God, I hope my stream had some kind of hand in that. I at least got you 1 vote, 1 sub.
It happened here.
It happened on M.O.N.Comics. The Godfather got his subs.
This
but
is
seriously, Brian does a
for
ton for the community, and if you haven't voted, I'm nominated. Lunch Money Comics, a bunch of people are nominated, so please get over there and do your votes. Help speak for the community. It's a great thing. We should do a telethon. I think we'd be very great at telethon.
That would be a fun
Big Nasty Comics, nice.
That would be a fun charity live stream or something to actually do an old school telethon.
Oh my God, there he is. There's the Australian Godfather, Dave. Still only 35 cents. Hello. I saw Dave this morning when I was on Mad Spidey's stream watching. He was watching because he's an Aussie. And I was just talking, Dave, we just shouted out Mad Spidey and AussieVerse as criminally underrated channels. We're kind of celebrating criminally underrated channels. So we did Mad Spidey, we did Comicverse or AussieVerse, we did 22 Comics, we did Kpop Junkie, and the last one is a gentleman that I've kind of been friends with for a while. I think everyone here already knows him, was probably subbed to him. But my friend Tyler over at Pocketsfullofcomics, This was a collector who got into comics. His grandfather had about a 700 comic golden age collection, and he bestowed it to Tyler, and Tyler has been doing great things with it. So he's been grading the big ones he wants to keep. He's been selling and trading books that he doesn't want to get the books he does. And he started the Tag Your It Community Challenge, in which has already gone through probably close to 10 community members. I think it's on its way to Australia right now.
It's on its way to still 35 cents right now. That's where
still 35 cents. Yeah. So that is on the way to still from. And so he did this. He sent me a pre-code horror book and a bunch of other books. So I sent Digger Jim some books. Digger Jim sent Lettuce books. Lettuce sent Akins. Were you next? No, he was Broke Boy.
Yeah, I got it from Lowe's Comic Journey.
Okay, so it's been all over. So he started this movement, and he, as of right now, is at 854 subs. So yes, Brian got to 2K. Brian got to 2K.
It happened here, folks. It happened here on M.O.N.Comics.
Oh my God, Brian! Congratulations, man! What a way to kick off the weekend on a Friday night. It's so well deserved, dude. You deserve it. We all work hard. Everyone works hard, and some do a little extra, and Brian does for the community awards, and we appreciate that. Looking forward to hanging out at that show. 2000 as the girlfriend sub Brian. Let's hear it for girlfriends.
Nice.
So man,
teamwork makes the dream work.
You know what that's going to do? You know, people are going to see it overnight, and they're going to start subbing him up. He'll have a lot more by tomorrow morning, hopefully. Managed to pick awesome. Thank you, Big Nasty Comics. The support and love is appreciated. Managed to pick 19 for a honk if you read X-Men bumpers.
Awesome. I'd love to
Yo, Mad Spidey, you're man of the hour. You're going to have to rewind the show a little bit because you inspired me on your stream yesterday to talk about criminally under sub channels, and you, my friend, are one of them. So I highlighted you, Aussie Verse, 22 Comics, Kpop Junkie, and now I just was talking about Tyler from Pocketsfullofcomics. You guys are criminally undersubbed. We're trying to do a push right now. We just got Brian LCS to 2K right here in this stream because he was 4 away. But we're kind of trying to get everyone some love. Like you talked about Gary P, the Casual Comic Guys movement. We grow together. Big B McFly's comic book hashtag. What was it? Hashtag comic shout out. Yep. And Tyler's Pocket Full of Comics, you know, his Tag Your It challenge. So what's up, Jabs? So Spidey, rewind it. Definitely rewatch. We love you, man. We love what you're doing. Keep it up. And it was fun to watch you in AussieVerse this morning. So I think we've shown a lot of love, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
We got Noah's in the chat now. What's going on? Broke Boy Comics.
Oh, Noah, what's up? I thought that was you, Colossus. Sorry. Oh, it was you. What's up, everyone?
Was me. After Noah.
Dude, you're so welcome, Mad Spidey. I hope some people watch it, rewatch. If 300 people watch this rewatch and 50 go sub Mad Spidey, go freaking sub them, guys. It's free. These guys are the people that I watch, that I want to talk to, I want to hear from. I'm gonna have an Aussie show. Pocket subbed, nice. I hope these people wake up tomorrow and just have some awesome, like, see some sub numbers grow. You know, like we're all working here. So guys, let's do some unboxings. This one was a trade that I'm doing with Bjorn, who is a relatively new YouTuber. Also, go show him some love. Son of Crom is his YouTube channel. So Son of Crom. I love the nice guys coming to the hobby. He's incredibly positive. He's really set out this goal to trade the comics he had and make some space for the comics he really wanted. What were you going to say, Akins? You think you're going to talk? I need a drink.
Oh, well, there was a lot of stuff going through my head. I saw Collecting Casually was casually watching us, and you're right. That video he did, that video he did where he made the trade with Big B and Travis, where he acted like he was homeless.
Dude, that is so funny. Like, that's the random stuff I want to see. Like, that's something I would do to my friends. Like, I would totally do that to you guys. You're lucky I didn't. No, yeah. So, Jabs, thanks for stopping by. Good luck at the WNBA game. At least they serve beer there. And watch some good sports.
Upside.
Mr. A, I have an Alpha Flight Freak vintage bumper sticker for you. Ooh. Okay, so I traded Bjorn something for this comic, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because the video will come out next week.
No.
But it wasn't a comic, and it wasn't very orthodox of what you would trade someone. But he's into Conan, so use some imagination, and we'll go from there. Oh boy, he writes a good letter. Okay, so hey Brandon, I'm including Monsters Unleashed #1 in addition to what else he sent. He said this should have been sent with the last box I sent. The guy already sent me a huge box. He just needs space. Your main surprise, taped into the cardboard, is one I picked out just for you. It was valued just over what we had talked about the trade for B because he was trying to match the value of what I'm trading him. But still, it's a special place in the former Atlas Marvel monster comic history. I haven't looked at it yet. Okay, well, I'm going to read it now. You are now the owner of the first ever branded modern Marvel comic. This issue, along with Patsy Walker number 95, both released the same month in 1961, are the first Marvel comics. See the little MC in the cover. So not only you get to see and own the first appearance of Gorilla. Oh, he sent Monsters Unleashed. This is what he sent for like the... Man, you guys do a good job taping. Makes me feel inadequate. Oh, he's got pull tabs. Pull tabs, everyone.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Love my pull tabs.
All right, so this was the Monsters Unleashed, which, you know, right up my alley. Fin Fang Foom. It's got Goom down there, Devil Dinosaur. I might have a variant cover of this already because you guys got me into modern against my own free will. And then what do we got here? Okay, so, okay. He's right. Let me finish reading this. So, so not only do you get to see and own the first appearance of Gorilla, you get a part of history. Enjoy. FYI, do not need to send anything back other than the trade. Son of Crom. So this is the first Marvel MC. Yeah, so he's MC right there. First modern Marvel. Number 69, Journey into Mystery. So this is, of course, pre-Thor. Man, right up my alley. So we were trying to work this trade for this thing, and he was like, you know, what are you into? And I'm like, well, kind of into the pre-hero Marvel monsters. And he said he just happened to have this. Pretty nice condition for its age. Go ahead.
Is it me, or does that monster kind of look like Donald Trump from the side?
It does, though.
It does.
Yeah. Good call on that.
We'll keep that out of here. We'll keep that right out of here. But man, that's it. It's Gorilla.
I'm like looking at it like it kind of does.
And it's kind of orange too. It just all
silhouette. Yeah.
It's pretty good shape. These books, like I've said on my channel, are tough to find.
Yeah.
I know it's all right. Are tough to find in this condition.
That fits right in the collection. Like,
no, big time. Totally, dude. Look at the red is really nice on that trade.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Kid asked for better.
It's a total M.O.N.Comics book.
Yeah, this is like. Well, that was a screaming. So I traded for that. This was from Dan Kelly. Dan Kelly is a member of the Codex Comic Station. They are a team. Another great channel. That's definitely. I mean, you guys want to talk about people who know comic lore and the stories, and you know our wellsprings of knowledge. It's these guys. So Dan Kelly said he picked this up at Baltimore Comic Con, and he wanted me to have it. Pick this up for
another channel, by the way, that everyone should sub to is the Codex.
Comic Codex Station. Yeah. They do a number of awesome, you know, they do character of the week. They do shows on the weekend. I mean, they interview some big creators. Yeah. I'm trying to think of who they had on recently. It was a big creator. Like, I don't know. They just do great interviews. So check them out.
Great guys too.
Yeah, they're wonderful guys. You know, you got Dan, Uncle Gary, Jamie, Sonny, Sal, Tim, Wes, awesome guys. Pick this up for you at Baltimore Comic Con. Thought you would dig it since it involves a Fantastic Four and Man thing. Okay. Thanks for sending some. I sent them. So when they were, I didn't tell you guys this, but when they were at Baltimore Comic Con, I PayPal'd Tim $50 to buy a round of drinks for the Codex guys.
Oh, that's nice.
And just because that was their first time getting together, like when we all got together.
That's awesome.
That's fun.
So yeah. I knew I was living vicariously through them. We all knew their exact feeling of what that was like, you know, just in your head. It's just like, you know.
Some of them have been together because some of them live near each other. But yeah, I guess that was the
first time the whole group.
All of them, yeah.
That's awesome.
Minus Wes. Wes couldn't make it. Thanks
cool.
for sending some money for us Codexers to get around. Maybe next year we can make it down to share a drink with us. A little drawing on the post-it note was for my daughter. Aw, I got it right over here, Dan.
Heroes.
She saw me boxing this up and asked what it was. I told her I was sending something to a friend, and she said she wanted to send something. She said it's a donut cat with icing. Well, guess who loves donuts? So thanks. Thanks to your daughter, Dan. That's adorable.
Nice. That's cool.
Wow, my kids are woefully bad at art after seeing that. Enjoy the book and the donut cover. P.S. Also included is one of my art page stickers and a Codex card on the other side of the bag. Awesome. Oh, wow, cool cover. Wow, guys, guess who did this cover? I'm gonna cover it up.
Who did that cover?
I hate to pull an Allen, but I've got that.
But do you know who the artist is right off the top of your head? There's 2 artists that worked on this cover.
Can you put it even closer to like the boxes to the screen?
Yes.
Huh.
That is a great look at that.
That's cool. I'm a little stumped, to be honest.
It's not Walt Simonson, is it?
Nope. It is Valentino and McFarlane.
Wow.
Yes.
McFarlane.
Wow.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, it's got the modern logo on it. It looks like a book out of the like late 70s, early 80s.
Totally is. Totally does. Could Mark McFarlane just done like the inks or pencils on something on the cover? Like something. I don't know. I will do some research on that. That's very interesting.
I don't know. That's crazy though.
But it says it right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Maybe
interesting. Anyone in the chat that or anyone who watches on the rewind and wants to leave a comment on that. But thank you, Dan. And he sent the Codex card, and his Dan does his own art too. Dan is a recognized CGC artist. So if you have a character you want to commission him to do on a blank sketch cover, reach out to him. He does it. He can send it out to CGC for you. You get the label and everything.
I believe his handle is art by Dan Kelly. What? I'll pull it up. Hold on.
You want to pull that up?
Yeah.
Where's Richard Westfall tonight? That guy was the best moderator for the last live show I did.
Dan Kelly art. That's Kelly Kelley. So Dan Kelly.
What's his name?
Add an E between the L and the Y there. Yeah. Dan Kelly art.
And I got to give him a proper shout out. But
if you search that, you'll find him either way.
Right. Yes. He's pretty easy to find. Comic Collector Coach is my buddy Doug, who's been watching mine and all of our channels for quite some time. He would appreciate a sub too. The guy is a sweetheart, and I can't wait to see what he comes up with. This was from Hayden, Next Gen Collector. Look at this. Look at this old sailor. What's going on, buddy?
Come on, guys.
Nothing. Just we are deep. We are deep. How many minutes are we into the stream? I can't even see it. 28 minutes in. Just to recap, Mike Bjorn, son of Crom that did that trade with Brian and Travis.
Yeah.
So I traded him something, and he sent me this Journey into Mystery 63.
Nice.
Which is apparently the first modern Marvel. Says MC right there.
Oh, yeah?
Marvel Comics after Atlas. So it was really interesting. Dan Kelly from the Codex Station. Little man thing action up there and Fantastic Four. So apparently this is a McFarlane and Valentino cover.
Huh.
Yeah. You got me on that one.
Hey guys.
So we've just been going over those before we actually started the show. We shouted out some smaller channels. We're talking about all these great. There's so many criminally under sub channels. So we talked about Mad Spidey, Aussie Verse, Kpop Junkie, 22 Comics, and Tyler from Pocketsfullofcomics.
And we got Brian LCS to 2K.
We got Brian LCS to 2K in this stream. We're claiming it right here.
Really?
He's like I'm 4 away. So we just started like talking about it.
Telethon.
He had 2K? Oh wow.
Yeah, he hit 2K.
Hey, that's criminal if Brian doesn't have that. So that's awesome. Congrats,
Yes.
Brian. You got
Our-
Noah? You had to get Noah. I see Noah in here. I hope you.
Yeah,
Boy.
we
Yo,
called
Broke Boy
right?
Comics. Go check out
All
Broke
right.
Boy Comics.
Well,
Noah
Absolute
was
Game
one
of
of the
Nerds,
nice
another
guys.
one.
And then this is how Matt and I became friends. Was Mike shouting me out at one point, and now we become friends. So yeah,
That's
so
what
many
our
great people out
community
there.
does,
So we-
right?
What's that, Mike?
That's what our community does.
Yeah, the
Look
pie
out for
is
each other, help each other, and make
our
great friends
niche
along
is
the way.
our niche and the piece of the pie is small in the comic book community.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to D&D or Magic the Gathering. These or movie reviews. Like a
That's
small
actually
channel
why
for
I
them
was
is like,
late. I was late because New York Comic Con preview, they just dropped the Marvel Magic cards. I think Ryan collecting casually dropped that, and my son lost his mind. Yeah, my son got pretty excited.
They knew
So
they were losing money from M.O.N., and they were like, "He got out. We got to get him back in."
I know. I'm gonna buy some of them at least. I have to.
I'll buy a pre-con so I can play with a couple friends. But I'm not gonna buy packs.
The FOMO is real.
FOMO is real.
It's easy to get sucked back in.
That's
So
right,
these,
Noah. Yeah.
These are from Hayden of Next Gen Collector. He sent this to me. I've had it for a couple weeks now. I've just been so behind on stuff I couldn't. So he sent me Sir Edward Grey Witchfinder. So obviously a Mike Mignola art. I'm excited to read into this for spooky season. Has anyone ever heard of this title?
Yes.
You have it?
I've got a collection. It had like 4 of them in there, and that was the first time I'd ever seen them as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And then issue number 3 of 5. He's gonna make me. Oh my god. Okay, so there's 1 of 5. What do you send me the whole run?
Is that
Probably,
Edgar Allan Poe on the cover there?
That's cool.
It looks like it. I mean, any of his characters can often be described as 1, 2, 3, and then this is another one from the. I don't know if this is a variant cover because it's number 1, 2.
Probably.
I don't. I love Mike Mignola's artwork. I love Hellboy. I love anything that he has really done. So, and this has got to be another variant cover. What a great cover! Look at that. We're in spooky season right now.
Yep.
What am I looking at?
A fly.
I can't tell what that was. Oh
It's,
yeah,
What it was?
bro.
It looks like a deep sea diver.
It's
Doesn't it look like a deep sea diver?
Oh, okay.
It is. Yeah, it's one of those old school.
I thought it was the fly.
It's old timey diving
It
suit.
looks
Mike,
like
you're the
eyes.
antique guy. Mike, don't
It
you
looks
have
like
one of
eyes.
these in your basement?
Correct.
Don't you
I
have?
actually do.
I thought so.
I thought it was Black Manta for a second, so that makes sense. I guess that wasn't that far off.
Old timey diving suit. Mike has 7 in his
Yeah,
basement.
Red
yeah.
throws you off the rope.
Ooh, Abe Sapien. I always loved that character and how they kind of brought the creature from the Black Lagoon into Hellboy's universe. Man, he hooked it up with all the stuff. So BRPD, of course, out of the Hellboy world. I got a lot of reading to do. I go on vacation next Friday, the day before the M.O.N.Comics Halloween show, and
There you go.
I'm gonna have a lot of reading. Sledgehammer, Lightning War. Oh, badass. Okay, so full disclosure, Hayden, and I love this cover and I love this book. It's an iconic book from this franchise and mythos, but AVP issue 1.
And sorry, these are all from who?
Hayden. Next Gen Collector.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to. This one I already have, so this will go in the Halloween show giveaway because I'll be doing a few giveaways. So any extras I have, I'll do in the giveaway show. I do not have this one, Predator Bad Blood. For those of you unfamiliar with the Predator lore, Bad Blood predators are predators that don't like. Predators have a code of honor and killing, and if you don't have, you're not armed, and you have to be worthy. Bad blood predators kill anyone, everything. Other predators, men, women, children. They do not discriminate. They'll do anything.
They
so
are pure hunters. They hunt it all.
Yes. And then one Predator versus Robot Magnus Fighter. I actually have this one. I got this one in a collection I bought, and I didn't realize at the time, but it's signed by the artist. So I will keep that one and give that one away. So, geez, I got some reading to do. Hayden, thank you so much for these spooky season books. If you haven't checked out Hayden's channel, he's been out here for a while. He's got to be close to a year, right, guys?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, Hayden came in the scene. He's been a really nice guy, been part of a lot of our movement, shout outs and live streams. So please go check him
Member
out.
of the Council of X.
He is a member of the fabled Council of X.
I want to say his anniversary is coming up in January, around there.
That's when I started.
Yeah.
Mike, what were you doing tonight? What'd you say you were doing? You were looking at the Marvel cards from NYC, huh?
Yeah, I was looking at those and hanging out with the kids. The normal. I've been trying to record and stuff and get some stuff done. I went from having like running out of footage to having like 4 videos in 3 days. You guys saw I got a pretty good pickup, so I had to add that into the queue. But yeah.
Oh yeah, you kind of got to. There was that's what I was gonna say. There was a fight apparently in the Peach Momoko Spawn exclusive line.
I saw a video about that, like a short.
Someone from a Facebook group posted that not waiting in line, there was a fight. Sorry.
Definition of insanity: fighting over Peach Momoko.
Right. Yeah, Big Nasty. I love Big Noah too. He's awesome. Simple Simon, what's up? Simple Simon, I wouldn't have known about without the Comic Book Community Awards because he's in the same unboxing category me, and I went and watched his stuff. Another wonderful Aussie, and he just has a really fun time. I like his editing. I like his glasses he wears. Bruce, what are you doing? Go check out Simple Simon. So these are from the man, the myth, the legend, Stevie D. Comics with Stevie D. Who is a sweetheart. I don't know if there's anyone out there reading more comics than Stevie D. Stevie reached out and said, hey, man, I want to send you a book I think you'll really like. And I was like, okay, that's not a book, Steve. But thank you.
Definitely not.
Clobbering Time. This is a great one right here. Little thing in Hulk.
Cool.
Is that the Fantastic? Is that supposed to be the Fantastic Four card? No. Looks like a helicarrier. I don't know. Defenders. Maybe he said this one because I'm going after dragons. I don't know. Danger in a Strange Land. Mike, do you know anything about Defenders?
I love the Defenders. I don't know what that one is in particular. It's a 12 pence though.
It is a pence version. Interesting.
There is a dragon introduced in one of the Defenders.
I have that one. I got that one with Mike at the Albany Comic Show, actually.
Okay.
I forgot which dragon and what it was, but so he said so this is Z Squad. Well, we're going into he said the crow versus the scarecrow in back.
That's cool.
I'll check it out. I know about this. Pretty wild
That's
cover.
Oz Squad.
Oz Squad. Okay, I didn't see the O. Thank you, Ryan. That's why I invite the people.
Yeah, no worries. I was like, yeah, that's like the Wizard of Oz guys, right?
Characters, right?
And that's an homage cover. It seems like I've seen that somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad's close, but I think they have a bullseye behind everyone. I don't know. All right, Stevie D.
Could be it.
Oh, this guy has watched my stuff. Bill and Ted's Triumphant Return. I have the first comic of Bill and Ted, but especially after meeting Keanu, yeah, that's wild to see. He's come a long way from Bill and Ted, but that you can't deny that book. March of all. See, he's going to send me some good stuff to read. Hulk Annual. Not familiar with that at all. The modern comics, but he did send. Look at this throwback.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a great cover.
Isn't
awesome.
It is really
I
cool.
love that cover.
You're gonna love the next one. Screams. The next one screams, Mike. It's the Thing and Doctor Strange riding a dragon and an eagle.
Hey, man. That's fantastic.
And the series is called Clobbering Time. That's fun.
Yeah, and look at he's got Thing saying that's a lot of stars, and Strange just saying magic stars. That's wild. Kazar, #1. Obviously the modern version.
So can we ask everyone, is it Kazar or Kazar?
I always say Kazar.
Always say Kazar.
What's up, Simon? What's up, Ricky? What's up, William?
Is there a cartoon or something where he appears?
Right.
There's a cartoon. He's in a cartoon. I'm trying to think which one because I've watched it recently.
He's in the original X-Men animated series. They called him Kazar.
But he's in a 70s one too, I think. I think he appears in. Yeah, but it's Kazar, right?
It's got to
That's
be.
how.
Tomato. Kazar. I like Kazar. But...
Is this the? I wonder if this is.
Do you, Mike? Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Nice. Terminator, man. I got to rewatch this soon. The second one. Is this a case of the second movie being better than the first?
Absolutely. Yes. No. It is. It is.
No.
It is, right?
Come on. The story of the first one's better.
Right. The story's better, but the action in this one.
Yeah. The special effects were so good at the time, and it enhanced the first one.
It really did.
First one is iconic. I think the first one was iconic. So it's almost like it's two separate movies. You almost can't say, "Hey, this one's better than the other one," because it's almost like like he's saying, with the special effects that were at the time revolutionary. It kind of set itself apart.
Only see the way Terminator. Noah, go watch Terminator 2 right now. Get off the computer.
Oh man, the second is the best, man. You gotta see
that. Second, although I saw that as a kid, it terrified me to this day. So this parts of that I remember vividly. I was thinking I should not be watching this.
The second Terminator.
Yeah. I was a sheltered soul, I think, back then.
This is a cool one. Mike, this speaks to one of your recent pickups, but something I love. It's Army of Darkness, but it's done in an homage to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So when I loved Evil Dead growing up, Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, and it was fun. Then it hits Army of Darkness, and they've got a bigger budget. And you totally, throughout these movies, you see Bruce Campbell's character, Ash, go in the first one from just this little whiny, just he can't handle himself, turned into this completely confident, badass guy fighting Deadites. And it's one of my favorite characters to watch evolve. And Army of Darkness, I remember watching this in the 90s and being like, that's amazing. Like the special effects for that were really cool too. Aikens, you ever seen Army of Darkness?
Oh yeah.
I know Ryan hasn't. Ryan's not the horror guy.
No,
it's all right, buddy.
But Raimi's apparently coming back for the next Doctor Strange, and then the big rumor is Denzel Washington is going to be Dormammu.
I heard that.
I've heard that too. And have you guys ever seen a bad movie with Denzel? I can't think of one.
I don't know. There might be one out there, but not.
I've asked people.
I guarantee you, he didn't act bad in it. It might have been a bad movie, but there's no movie where he's acted bad.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And I will say, if you don't watch Sam Raimi, like Army of Darkness, I heard of people that watched Multiverse of Madness and they didn't really get it, like the horror style. And it's because, like, the first question you ask, have you seen any Sam Raimi film besides Spider-Man? And if they say no, you're like, well, that's why.
Yeah, you don't get it. Yeah, exactly.
I haven't, but I very much enjoyed Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. Have anyone been keeping up on Agatha?
Yeah, I'm up to date.
The most recent episode was the biggest as far as I think tying the MCU into.
Oh yeah, that was pretty interesting.
I've been enjoying it for spooky season. Like the wife and I have been watching it every Thursday.
I don't hate it, but I'm
the kid. Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm not like. I'm easy to please when it comes to Marvel movies.
Right.
And Marvel
I was saying, Catherine Hahn's amazing, but Joe Locke, who plays Teen, and is pretty wicked good. That kid is unbelievable. He's fantastic. So it's fun to watch.
He's such a good actor. Yeah, Catherine Hahn steals the show though. Like she's just I love her.
How many episodes are they on right now? 3 or 4?
I think they just 6
5
just
or
dropped.
6, 5 or 6, something like that.
6 because it's 8 episodes and there's only 2 left. So there's one that'll drop next Wednesday, and then the last one drops Halloween. Which great time.
Yeah, that
but
is.
It's a double episode of the last one, so there's technically 3 more. But
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you are correct, Mike.
I haven't seen Penguin. Everyone keeps telling me to watch Penguin. I haven't.
No, I don't have HBO Max anymore.
I'm waiting to binge that one.
All right,
but yeah, I've been hearing nothing but good stuff for that.
Yo, shout out to my boy Jeff Pettis in the chat. This is one of the best friends I grew up with, like same age and everything. Slept over his house every weekend. My nickname's Freddie because my last name's Frederick. You guys never hear that. You hear Brandon. So Jeff, thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you stopping and saying hi. Yeah, I hope. Oh God, I hope they name drop. There's a couple names I'm hoping for in that show. That would be even better. And the one they just dropped was a great name and important. So yeah, no one has said a bad thing about the Penguin to me. Yeah. Matt said he's waiting for all the Penguin episodes so he can do them at one time. Yeah, a lot of people opt to do that.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Thanks, Jeffrey. I try to be a lovable nerd. Scary Christmas #2. Zombie cover. I'm probably going to use this in any kind of Christmas show we do this year, guys. And this was a big one. This is the one he said he wanted to send me for a while. Akins, this is going to be right up your alley. Invincible Iron Man #101. And Frankenstein has got Tony Stark chained up. This is a great cover.
That's pretty cool.
I love that cover. That's one of my favorite covers. I remember having that one as a kid and then cutting it to pieces.
You cut, that corner box seems like it's prime Akins right there. Like you got
begging to be cut out. It is absolutely.
I've never seen that cover before in my life.
I don't either.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Look at the great composition.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
Akins, do you know who VM and DEC are? Like VM/DEC?
The artists?
Yeah. Val Merrick?
Remember who the artist is.
You're the Iron Man guy. Why do we keep you around?
That's a good question that hadn't been answered yet.
Control Dan, of course.
Anybody in the chat?
That's it, really.
If anybody in the chat knows, let us know.
Yeah, if anyone knows.
If only we had a device that could look up information at our fingertips.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I'm hosting a show. Don't put that kind of pressure
Val
on me.
Myrick and Dave Cockrum, obviously, is DC.
Why do it? I could do it for you, Mike.
It is Dave
Val
Cockrum.
Myrick, Dave Cockrum, and Danny Crespi. So you got 2 DCs on there.
It's beautiful. I don't know. Thanks, Steve. This is definitely. I'll be showing that in the Halloween show as a.
I'm on the Marvel fandom site, and I think Dave. Did you say Dave Cockrum?
Yes.
Yeah, Cockrum and Crespi.
I didn't hear Dave Cockrum. Yeah. Sweet. Love
Heavy Metal presents Savage Circus. I can only imagine if Heavy Metal is involved in this, what I'm in for. Have you guys ever seen the original Heavy Metal movie from the 80s?
Yeah,
I remember seeing parts of it as a kid.
It is the wildest drug-induced fever dream you will ever watch.
Very, very R-rated.
But so me and my best friend Dan, we saw it on South Park when they were making fun of it, and we're like, "Yeah, we got to watch this." And he came over one night, and we watched it, and we were like, "What the hell?" And the funny thing is, there's some big name character voice actors. Well, big name actors who use their voice. Harold Ramis provides a voice for one of the aliens in it.
Really?
There's other big actors in there that provide voices for stuff. And I was like, what? Really? It's wild. So Savage Circus, Heavy Metal. Iron Man, The Secret Origin of Tony Stark. Akins, you read this? Does this get you going?
Yes, I've read that one.
Is it good? You didn't like it?
But I didn't like what they were doing in the story. I'm not saying the story was written bad. I'm not saying the panels are not well drawn. I just didn't like where they went with the character.
This is an Iron Man fan, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll put that at the back of the reading then. Hey, Manny, Hobgoblin Collector, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Another criminally underrated channel. Go sub that gentleman up if you haven't, because Manny's awesome and makes great content too. God, go sub these channels up. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Marvel superheroes featuring Iron Man. This is a great cover. Mike's gonna like this, but it doesn't have Iron Man on it. Is that the Black Knight?
Well, I don't think it's the Black Knight.
A Black Knight. But it says plus Daredevil's first most furious battle with a sinister stilt man. So I'm guessing it reprints some famous. It's very thick. It's borderline square bound. So I'm guessing it reprints some famous stories from Iron Man and Daredevil. I hear 7 people typing.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Alan? Good morning over in Australia. Got the Aussie heavy crew tonight. I love that. But regardless, it's a sick cover. The Punisher. Ooh, and Daredevil. Ennis, Dillian, and Palmiotti.
Brandon, you're basically Saturday morning cartoons for the Aussies right now.
That's true. So grab your Lucky Charms. Put another TV on over here with some G.I. Joe playing.
If that's a thing in Australia, of course.
Christina Payne. Hello, Christina. Congratulations on your finalists in the CBCs. Go vote for Christina. She's a wonderful channel supporter. I don't know how she does it. I can't even do it. But I try. Here we go, Mike. And any other DC lovers, maybe Aikens, the Spectre.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And this is still off.
That's a great cover.
Cool cover, yeah.
What'd you
Very
say?
Neil Adams inspired cover.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that a little bit of an homage to...
I think it's supposed to be John Ostrander and Tom Mandrake.
Yeah, Ostrander did all that whole run pretty much. A big chunk of it.
And this is all still from Stevie D, isn't it?
Yes, still all from Stevie D.
Wow.
Garrett Black
Steve is an
Knight.
amazing fan of all these channels, a great supporter all the time. We all appreciate it, Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, just a sweetheart. I'm going to talk to you backstage about the Christmas show I want to do with him, and it might involve you, and it might involve musical instruments. But anyways, Judge Dredd, Child Quest. That looks pretty funny.
What is that? Rick, you would know what that is.
Yeah, he'd be on it. I don't know. It looks like he's showing a picture. Yeah. Haven't seen him. He's showing a picture of the monster. Ooh, this is like a throwback. It's a modern book, but it's a throwback. I don't know who the artist is. Green Hornet.
painted cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
You see a lot of those Green Hornets in the painted cover. I can't remember who the artist is, but he did a ton of them. Is it Ross? Ross might have done some, actually.
Almost looks a little Joe Jusko-y.
A little bit.
Anyone
Is
recognize
that an adjective? Joe Jusko-y?
I don't know. 89.
Could be.
It's a little Jusko-y.
It's just of Jessica.
Stevie probably has them all written out and will tell me. Annual Original Sin #1.
They just keep coming.
Yeah. A whole pile of books here.
There's one more left.
Was this like in a medium-sized mailer? Or?
No, it was
because I want to send you a book, and then I got this package. It's like, Steve, it's not a book.
You put them together.
Original Sin, and the last book he sent. Ooh, there it is. X-Force. I mean, this is obviously meant to be Man-Thing, but it's not the traditional, obviously, look of Man-Thing, because Man-Thing doesn't show teeth ever. Maybe it's not supposed to be Man-Thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it looks...
Could be a Krakoa, something out of Krakoa. I didn't read that, but...
That's true. He's got Wolverine's head down.
I'm not sure, though.
Who's that up there?
It does look a lot like Man-Thing, though. Like it's...
Yeah. Man-Thing.
Just a hint of Man-Thing.
Yeah.
Just a hint.
It's Man.
Oh, you notice I just looked it up. It's called Manslaughter. So it might be some sort of variant or something like that.
Interesting.
Cool.
That's awesome. And that was it. So Stevie D.
Jeez, look at that.
Unbelievable, dude. I don't know. Like, I need to buy another comic book box now. Thank you for this kind. That one is a great story. Oh, okay. So Stevie D is in the chat. Check him out. Go sub him up. Give him some love. Guy probably knows more about comics than a lot of people out there right now. As far as, you know, he said he's a little behind on his reading, but He's trying to catch up, but just a sweet guy. He gives it his all. Thank you, Steve.
I sent the room tour tag Stevie D's way, so check out that.
I watched that today.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Great video, by the way, Mr. Akins.
Oh, thank you. From the master of editing, that is high praise.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet, so don't give me crap. I haven't watched it yet.
I love a good room tour.
Box amongst yourselves. This is one book in here and one last box.
I'm a sucker for a room tour video, so
sucker for a room tour video.
I've been behind in my viewing this week. Real work's been killing me, so I'm excited to catch up with all my favorite YouTubers this weekend. Looking forward to it.
Dude, even if we didn't have work and kids and everything else, it would be hard to keep up with how many people we know regardless.
100%. 100%.
Hello. That's my life. I have trouble, man. I have work though.
I have to set myself
thank adulthood.
How long I watch, and I've got a list of people, and I try to cycle through everybody's stuff as much as I possibly can. But you're right, there's not enough time to watch everybody's stuff. It's just impossible.
See, if it's an interview style like Rohan's and JP's for Absolute Gaming Nerds or anyone interview style, I will put in my pocket and listen to it like a podcast at work.
Yeah, that's basically what it's intended for, right?
Well, a lot of comic channels sometimes they show sweet stuff, that I want to see,
Yeah.
I'm always surprised though. So many people tell me they listen to my channel, they don't watch it because they're driving to work or whatever. And I never thought about that until people brought it up. But like a lot of people, they don't really look at it. They just, they just want to listen and hear about the comic books. And then they'll go back and watch.
They like to put your soothing voice on in the background.
There was a guy. There was a guy that me and Mon used to listen to, Alpha Investments. He's a big Magic Gathering guy. He does all his videos are pretty much like that. It's just him talking to the camera, and it's so easy to put on in the background and do whatever you got to do.
Mike probably knows Alpha Investments. You probably watch Rudy, right?
I don't.
You haven't seen or heard of him?
I've heard of him, but I don't watch it. Yeah.
Prolific.
You would like
prolific collection. Like I used to like watching his, he'd show you his artifact deck video, and it was like, a 6-figure cost artifact, like Moxes and stuff from the old school days. He got in at the right time. He invested before they all, went nuts.
I guarantee my son, I catch him late at night. He's not doing anything untoward. He's up late at night watching MTG stuff. Like, go to bed, kid.
Well, yeah, that's neat.
Guys, this last book I won from Comic Book Canon. They do a segment called Fresh from the Comic Shop. And they encourage their viewers. Again, another channel. They're doing pretty good, but I would suggest anyone who hasn't checked them out, go do it because they're really fun. They do a show every Sunday night. And they have Fresh from the Comic Shop. So what they do is you take a picture of a book, make it as artsy as you want. You talk about why that book might be important to you. Maybe there's something that tugs at your heartstrings, and you submit this photo, and people vote on it, and they show it at the show. And over for the whole period of the month, you keep I think the winner moves on, and they face a new person the following week. And so I did one man thing. I took them literally into the swamp that's out behind my house and set them up, and I happened to win. And they are partnered up with EGS for this. I've never held an EGS slab. Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, let me just do it like this. Number 25 in a 9.8. They do these cool custom labels. Yeah, you can customize the labels. Yeah. Actually a fan of how the numbers look. White pages. And it's a Scotty Young, who I'm a fan of. So I was really happy to win that. And comes with a certificate of authentication on the back, and a service number. So it's nice. I've never used EGS services. I got to be honest, guys. I like the way this slab feels. I'm wondering if these places are all getting so similar in the material, like the way they're doing it.
Probably.
I don't know. Yeah.
How's the weight feel?
Good.
Yeah.
It's a nice book. It's a nice cover. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for sending this along. Yeah, I entered the contest. Anyone can do it. Anyone in the chat who likes to take pictures of their comics, anyone on the panel, you take it and you send it to them and submit it. And Bruce, yours toys, if you have some of your TMNT and some comic books, you could do some really cool stuff with that. And the guys do a really good job of highlighting, these pictures people take. They talk about comic news. They've got Josh's Comics is their news correspondent. It's hosted by Joe and Jeff. Joe is Threesixtycomics, who we all met at Trivicon, who I thought was much bigger, by the way. His videos make him look. When I finally met, I'm a pretty big guy, you guys know that, but he was just even small, and I was like, "Whoa, dude, you're small." He's like, "Thanks, man."
I think it's so funny how many times you mentioned it.
Yeah, no, Joe's like my height, but like a third of the way. The guy's jacked. I mean, he's
the bulldog.
He's a bulldog, man. Yeah,
you're pretty jacked too, Mike. Though
no,
you got some muscles.
Mike, you've got a good physique.
What are you, Jim Steranko? Get out of here, bro.
You got a good physique.
I love your physique, Mike.
Don't ever lose that physique. Hey, get that camera off me right now. I'm glad. I mean, that was a very interesting, must have been an interesting interaction for you. But I'm glad our interaction was Walt Simonson at breakfast, who was like having grandpa at breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Just a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh man, Walt, gem. He was a gem.
So I was at a comic show. Actually, my video from this week, from a couple weeks ago, I was at a comic show and I bumped into the two guys because it was still New Hampshire. It was also New Hampshire. That's where I met Steranko. The two guys I was talking to there on either side of the line, I saw them again. We were all talking, and both of them brought that up. Both of them were like, "Hey, remember we were there when Jim Steranko felt you up?" I'm like, "Oh, I remember. I remember." Thanks for bringing that up.
That awkward moment, we do.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just funny. Those two guys on either side of the line, I bumped into both of them at the exact same time, and it was happy to relive that.
When you look at that comic, is that all you think of, and do you just smile?
100%. 100%. Yeah, I'd love to look at the trade dress or Polaris or the signature. Nope.
The story you desire, like you crave for, Mike. You know,
it's a great story. It's a great story.
It's a good one.
Hilarious.
Strength.
I'm so hoping that I can meet Strength.
He is unbelievable. I mean, joking aside, then we had regular conversation after that. The guy's wild. The guy is a unicorn.
Seems like such a character, but
wasn't he staying up late too? Like later than everyone? Like
maybe, I guess so. The night before that same show, they have like a dinner for a select number of people, and I haven't been able to go, but he just tells stories that he shouldn't be telling. Stuff from the 70s. You're like, wait, what happened? The guy's nuts. And like, it's supposed to be like 2-hour dinner, and he'll talk to midnight until people just get too tired. He just doesn't stop. It's wild.
That's crazy. Papa Rick said Mike filled out that Wolverine costume. I'm guessing he meant my wife still talks about it.
I might bust that out again. I don't know. I feel like I need to get another costume.
So I am coming in costume next week for my own show. I'm going to host it as this character, and it has drove my wife batshit crazy how I have been practicing his voice all week. But I think I've got it down, and it's going to be hilarious, and it's going to be fun. Everyone in the chat, these panel members are all invited. They'll be there that night. It starts at 8, and I'll run from 8 to 9 with the first 5 guests, and then at 9, those 5 guests will jump off, and I'll bring 5 more on because I don't pay for the premium. There's no reason for me to when I'm doing a stream like once or twice a month. So I'm going to have to, we're going to switch off. We're going to have different creators come on. Los, I saw him in the chat. Los's Comic Journey will be on here. These creators, Bigby McFly, I think JP's coming on. Rohan's probably got to work out. So I don't know who else will be on there, but it's going to be a good time. Did anyone, Mike, did your video come out today about that pickup, or is that down the pipe? Okay.
No, I'll come out next week. I do want to say, without saying what it is, Carlos is in the chat. Congrats, Carlos, on your Batman Adventures 12. I saw it at the same store on the same day before he got there. I almost bought it. Let's just say I'm very happy I didn't.
Stay tuned to Lunch Money Comics for that video next week. Did any of you guys? Did anyone else have recent pickups? Because other than that, I think
I can show a couple books.
I would love it, Ryan, if you showed a couple books.
I got 2 like right next to me.
It's been forever since I've seen you hold up a comic. Oh yeah,
X-Men 24. It's in pretty good shape. It's got just a little wear right here, but it's actually pretty nice.
I love Xavier on the top of that cover. I always have. It just pops with the red.
Colors pop. And then I got this one. And this is in like pretty nice shape.
Unis the Untouchable. That's a good book.
Yeah. Number 8. So slowly filling in that top 10.
Nice.
Which is really the kind of, other than a few of those reprints, that's it. That's all I need for 1 to 300. So that's all I got.
I also want to give a shout out David. I give David a shout out in next week's video as well. David sent me a very nice gift package, act of kindness. So that was pretty awesome, David. So you're getting a big old mention on Monday's video. Thank you.
What a sweetheart.
Dave, speaking, since we got Dave in the chat here, I tried messaging you on IG and it wouldn't go through. So message me back so that I can chat with you one-on-one. Call me.
So here's my.
That's all I got. Make me small again.
Make me small again. What were you gonna say, Mike?
Oh, nothing. I will show one book though, real quick, if you want me to.
Okay, yeah, I love. I'm just kind of like show and tell.
I'm big
Friday
again.
night. I'm gonna finish this and go to bed. I got a tailgate tomorrow for some college.
Whoa. I want to do
Yeah,
this.
if you haven't seen the video, I'm so happy you got that back. You actually got a much better one back, in my opinion.
I got a much better one. So this is third print, TMNT #1, signed by Eastman and Laird, and they remarked it. I'm terrible at the backwards camera thing. And they also signed on the inside. So pretty cool. Again, I just saw this. Couldn't live without it. It's pretty high grade. Needs a press. But yeah, back in my collection. One of the few regrets I had in my collecting journey, I traded one of these that I found at an antique shop, really cheap. I got first Loki. I'm okay with it, but I needed a replacement, and it's signed, man. It's signed, so.
I thought you were sending me that book, Mike.
Yeah, it's on the way, Bruce.
For Christmas, right?
Yeah, I'll put a nice bow on it for you.
Signed it, and you got the remarks too. I mean, that's so cool to have the turtles drawn in silver.
Yeah, I like the remarks are really cool on it. So
I grew up with the turtles. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'll say because Peter Laird, it just doesn't get out very much anymore. They had a show in New Hampshire a few weeks back, and that's like one of their shows. You know, they're New England guys. They started in New Hampshire, and Laird was supposed to show up, and he didn't. Only Eastman did. So they're difficult to get a hold of. And I always had delusions that I would meet both of them, have a conversation, sit down, have something like this signed, and I just gave up. And that's okay. I'll take this. It's a cool book. Back in the collection.
Were you kind of saving up for that? Were you kind of holding out so that might happen?
In the back of my mind, but then, sometimes, when you haven't bought a big book in a while, you get kind of antsy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bought, and then when you do it, then I bought a whole bunch of big books. I spent way too much money. Yeah, I just
that was me at Terrificon.
And tomorrow, Brandon, I'm actually going to a store tomorrow. It's already put aside for me. I'll just tell you what it is, flat out. I'm getting Savage Tales 1. I'm getting First Man Thing tomorrow.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the Real Swamp Monster.
Yeah, I'm getting it. So
I thought you were going to get that one in your last video. I was rooting for you.
It's that copy. That's the copy. I called him afterwards. I'm like,
you've been having remorse like this whole time. You're like, screw it, give it to me.
I did pretty much. I'm on tilt, man. I'm just buying everything. I'm like, whatever. When it rains, it pours. So that'll be in my collection. I'm grabbing it tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Nice.
It's a great, not only is it the first appearance of my boy Ted, but that cover by Buscema, that Conan cover, it moved around the comic book authority because it just says mature audiences because they wanted to show Conan holding that head. Yeah, it's somewhere there. It's a wicked cover, but congratulations. That's awesome, dude.
It's a beat copy, but it's a great book, and I'm getting it for a great price. So
yeah.
'Tis the season. It's Halloween. Felt like it was a good thing to buy.
Mark from Chillectables, when he sold me that one raw at 4.5, and I pressed it and it nailed the 4.5. So
really?
That was my wheelhouse. I was like, that's fine. Even if I could have got it lower, I probably would have. Nice way to sub him, Matt and Clemson. So, guys, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up. I just wanted to I got a lot of reading to do now. So
I got one thing to show before we go.
Oh, what do you have a toy?
Of course.
You have a toy?
Of course.
Stormglow.
We're M.O.N.Comics we also appreciate brown-haired Luke's Kenner vintage 1977. That is a brown hair, right? I'm seeing it through.
Yeah,
the camera.
I just sold this one today.
So yeah, I used to be a huge vintage Kenner collector. That's how I met Bruce. So that's another part of my childhood right there. Man, look at that. Did he have a saber with him?
Yep, it's right here.
Does it have any markings on the hilt?
Yep.
What are they?
I think a P.
P. I love matching the markings of the manufacturing on the hilt to, like, you could try to trace it back to what character had that.
Right.
What was issued with it. Like, so brown hair Luke would have been issued with a P mark. It's just talk about rabbit holes to go down with vintage Star Wars too.
It's unbelievable.
And
that's
variant.
That's not the only thing I want to talk about. I actually want to talk about this.
Great read.
So our buddy Justin from No Good Comics, he sent me this, and I think you too as well, Mon. Same thing. Yeah.
It's our new Bibles.
Yeah, great read. If anybody is a father, definitely need to read this book. It's really, really good. Really
and
good.
try not to read it out loud. Justin said, read it out loud to someone in your family and try not to cry doing it.
Yeah.
That's your challenge with that book. That's how good that book is.
Yeah, so I got the issue after this one on my Amazon list. So hopefully somebody's nice enough to buy me that for Christmas in my family. But love to pack these in my bag and bring them to work. Not too keen on bringing like big expensive books to my job. So, you know, these do just fine. So
yeah, no, it's a great read.
Yeah.
Spooky season. I'm reading the have you guys ever seen this book, the Tobin Spirit Guide they put out? You guys this came out a few years ago. I don't know if they're harder to find right now, but remember in Ghostbusters how they always reference Tobin Spirit Guide? So this was a really cool book they put out. I'm not sure the year on it. The art is fantastic in it though. I mean, creepy art, and it goes through all the ghosts, you know, that they reference, like the librarian ghosts. This was a fantastic book. It was really fun to read because it's written by Aykroyd, and it talks about, you know, class 5 repeating full roaming, you know, vapors. It just goes over it. So if you guys ever get your hands, if you see this out and about, if you see this at a store, Tobin Spirit Guide, I highly recommend it. It's a really fun, like, continuation of the Ghostbusters lore and insight into like their practice. So there's Evo Shandor. Look at that. Come on.
That's badass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, but guys, let's per usual, I like to go around the horn and kind of highlight everyone. Mr. Akins, what do you got coming up on your channel?
I've got a unboxing from Son of Crom as well. He sent me 2. I'll have that out Friday. He sent me 2 Tales of Suspense comics, and they're really nice comics. He sends some nice stuff. So right now, that's all I've got. Besides going on your Halloween show coming up, that's it.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Ryan, what do you got coming up?
I have the Council of X meeting on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time. This is the makeup date for this past Monday, which I couldn't make, but we're doing our Brotherhood of Evil Mutants draft. It's going to be a lot of fun. Similar to how we had our X-Men draft earlier in the year. So that was a great episode. So tune in for that on Monday night. And then I will be on 22 Comics, Collectors Uncensored, on Thursday night at, I can't remember the time. I'd have to look it up. It's like 9 or 10 or something like that, Eastern. And then
9.
Looking forward to that. 22 is awesome, and it'll be nice to chat with him. And then I'll be on M.O.N.Comics Halloween special at some point on Saturday. So that's it. That's me. And I'll have a video coming out very soon.
It's
one that everyone's going to want to see, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Bruce, what you got coming up, buddy?
First of all, go sub Ryan right now because that video is going to be off the wall. But I also have the Council of X meeting on Monday with Ryan and Mike. We're going to be doing our X-Men draft. Our Brother of Mutants, yes. We're going to be doing our Brother of Mutants draft.
Don't worry, Punisher's nowhere around there. They can't get you on that one.
Magneto will be
As far as that, just buy my Kenner and buying and selling. It's been my thing recently. Kind of stepped away from YouTube for now, but
never no worries, dude.
Might be back come the new year. You never know what could happen.
All right, we'll be right here. As will be Mike. Mike, what do you got coming up from Lunch Money Comics, dude?
Monday, I got a roundup video of all sorts of cool stuff I haven't showed off in a while. I have 3 unboxings in that video. Again, not only I'm going to show them out right now. It's still only 35 cents. Who's in the chat? Sub him up. I also got stuff from Jab's Expensive Paper and from Bay Rays Comics. Those latter 2 are people that reached out to me about starting their channel. I gave them some advice, and as a thank you, they sent me some cool stuff. So definitely check out that video and definitely check out those channels. I got that amazing book that I have not talked about yet. I found pretty crazy. I found like a $300 book for 50 cents in a library book sale. Stay tuned for that one. That'll be Friday. And again, we get the Council of X. Brian, I'm trying to make it. I'll be running late. Maybe I'll let you know. But I'll definitely be there for Brandon's Halloween thing. But otherwise, yeah, I got a ton of content, a ton of books in the next month or so. Trying to pace myself. But yeah, I got a lot of good stuff to show off, and I'm pretty excited to share it with everyone.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. I'd like to just thank the chat for everyone that came out. If you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, please. Anyone on the rewatch, we were talking earlier about all these channels, and every time we're shouting out a channel, we mean that with absolute nothing but love for these people that we not only watch, but we know what they put their heart into to make this content and keep people entertained and talk about comic books and keep our hobby going. So please, by all means, go check out these channels. If you, like I said, you like unboxings, showing modern books, old books, omnibus, statues, and zero drama, those are the channels for you. And I guarantee you won't have a bad time. Aikens, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Next week, October 26th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 2nd annual M.O.N.Comics Halloween show will be going on. That was my best viewed live stream that I've ever done. I mean, it's only like 600 views.
Live.
But yeah, I got a tattoo live. I'm not doing that this year. Me and my wife are going to get tattoos on the 28th, actually. We're doing the gumball thing. We're doing the gumball thing. So whatever you get, it's our Halloween theme. So whatever you twist and get, you have to get tattooed on you.
That's cool.
So
That's a gamble.
But it's awesome.
It's all Halloween. It's all Halloween stuff. Like, Michael Myers.
You know what you should add? You should add like body locations in a hat and
just a random penis.
It's like if you got like cherries
That's too far.
and lower back, that'd like be so fun.
Candy corn's cheek, yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
I can't wait to guys show my ass on the stream next weekend. No, it'll be fun. It's her and I's way to bond. But I will be dressed in a character from a movie, and I will be that character the whole time. I'm going to try it. My God, it's 2 hours. So I'll have 5 content creators come on. They're each going to bring 5 spooky books, and we'll just be talking spooky. I'll do some giveaways. And then at 9 o'clock, those 5 will get off, and I'll have 5 more jump on. So it'll be a 2-hour show. It goes pretty quick. This show's already at 1 hour and 18 minutes, and no one was even really showing books tonight besides what people sent me. So definitely check it out. Tonight, it's 3 hours left to go vote in the Comic Book Community Awards. They're put on every year. Mike from Lunch Money Comics is nominated, I think, in 4 categories, and I am nominated in 2. You can see everything by going to cbcawards.org. And get your vote in. If you didn't know about it, you're just finding out about it. The big thing is I could say about that award show is go find all the other channels there too. They became finalists and were nominated by the general public for a reason because they put out fun stuff. And, just go check that out. But if you want to throw some votes our way, I know we'd appreciate it. And I'll drive out to Mike's during the, if we get an award and do an unboxing at Mike's house. So in his secret room. But guys, thanks everyone for coming tonight. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me as per usual. I didn't expect to have anyone. Honestly, I was like, it's going to be such a loose thing. I'm going to throw it out there. And if anyone wants to jump on, jump on. So I really appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out for a bit.
More than
I'll
welcome.
see you next week.
Happy to be here.
All right, chat. Have a great night. I hope you guys all have a great, safe fall weekend. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate your vote. And until next time, keep reading those comics.